Hello and welcome to the latest betting preview of the upcoming Premier League season right here on bettingpro.com. Well folks, Reading are the next club we're going to take a look at all their odds for the upcoming Premier League season, as well as some other top goal scorer specials that many of the bookmakers have provided for us. Well, no doubt coming into the season that Brian McDermott's side will be looking for survival. Their number one aim for the season is to remain in the Premier League for the seasons ahead. So having a look, no surprise to see that Reading, they're currently even money with so many bookmakers to be relegated in the Premier League, but SportingBet have gone that little bit bigger. They've gone 6-5 for them to be relegated, so that's best price in the industry. If you do think Reading can have somewhat of a Swansea or a Norwich City have a fantastic impact in their first season back in the Premier League, you can get them as big as 9-1 to finish in the top 10, and that's what BetVictor is, 9-1 for a top 10 finish. More realistically, if you think for the Reading fans out there that a top 15 spot is achievable, Stan James will give you just off 2-1. That's 19-10 best price for Reading to finish in the top 15. Again, domestic competitions is very much all going to be about the Premier League. The FA Cup and the League Cup is very much going to be an afterthought for Brian McDermott's side. Having a look, and the odds very much reflect that. Paddy Power have gone 100-1 on an extremely unlikely FA Cup success, whereas Bet365, quite similar to that, they've gone 66-1 best price on Reading winning the League Cup. But of course, all their ambitions and aims is going to be to stay in the Premier League. I got massive doubts whether they can actually do it because of the fact that who's going to score their goals up front. And that brings us along to their top goal scorer for Reading for the Premier League season. Pavel Pogrebnyak, he's coming from Fulham. He had such a fantastic impact when he came into Premier League football. Something like 5 of his first 5 shots in the Premier League were all goals. He's currently 13-8, standout favourite with Bet365 to be Reading's top goal scorer in the Premier League. I think this is absolutely money that has to be taken. I think it's great value because if you're looking at the other candidates, we've Jason Roberts come from former Blackburn player, 13-2. Noel Hunt is an former Irish striker, he's 10-1, and Simon Church a 16-1 shot with Stan James. I don't think they're really up to the level Pogrebnyak has shown from his brief spell in Fulham. He did go to the European Championships with Russia. He didn't get too much playing time, but I certainly think for a Reading side, I think it's an excellent signing for McDermott. So I think 13-8 best price with Bet365 is certainly worth having a punt on. Where do we think Reading are going to finish in the upcoming season? I think it's going to be a struggle, and I actually think they're going to finish bottom of the Premier League. I genuinely think that I can't see, as we're talking about the lack of goal power they're going to have, I can't see too many goals coming from anyone else but Pogrebnyak for the season ahead. So we had a look at Stan James. They've gone even money for the Reading to finish either 18th or worse. So it's 18th, 19th or 20th. So basically to relegated there. So Stan James is even money, and I certainly think that's worth a shout. I can't see them surviving in the Premier League. So very much I think Stan James, again, even money is worth a few quid. But for the Reading fans, as I mentioned, Pogrebnyak at 13-8 is certainly worth a tenner on that one. So folks, for all the betting tips and all the cashback specials from the bookmakers around the industry, as well as Fulham team news and predictions ahead of the Premier League season, go on to bettingpro.com, where we'll have all the betting news for each and every Premier League team.